Hey, welcome to MikeScottBaseball.com. I'm just going to talk quickly about the basic throwing motion for youngsters especially, but this goes for just about everybody, so make sure that you check back with this basic fundamentals to throwing a baseball. Okay, first thing is proper grip. Okay, we talked about four-seam fastballs. Four seams are the long seams on a baseball. Okay, there's a big C on a baseball. Across, holding inside the C's is a two-seam, or inside the small little area is a two-seam fastball. Four-seam fastballs are over the long seams. Okay, this will give you the straightest throw possible. For small hands, no problem putting 3 fingers on top of the ball. 2 fingers, I started throwing with 2 fingers when I turned 11, 12. I was throwing with 3 fingers up to that point just because I had a better grip. Thumb directly underneath. Okay, this gives the ball a good rotation. Okay, 4-seam, straight pitch, thumb underneath, keeping it nice and balanced. When you throw a ball, I know it sounds a little silly, but keep your whole hand behind the ball. Some kids throw a ball, it almost comes off like a curve, and sometimes coaches laugh about it, and kids laugh about it, that they kind of throw curveballs automatically, but that means that their hand is off to the side when they're releasing it, therefore the ball comes off with a spin. To have power, control, and speed, you want your hand directly behind that ball, okay, throwing it towards your target. Okay, no matter if you're sidearm, even if you're sidearm, okay, your hand is right behind that ball, 3/4, okay, over the top, hand is directly behind the ball. Okay, next thing that we're going to talk about, 3 things. We're going to hide the front of our shirt, we're going to hide the ball, and then we're going to hide the front of our shirt again. Okay, now I'm going to show you these 3 things. Again, these are just basic throwing mechanics, something to learn, something also for coaches to teach the little guys, gives them little visuals to help them understand how the throwing mechanics work. So, first thing we're going to talk about, I have this little S and star right up here on the top part of my shirt. You'll get a lot of kids that wear something that has like an emblem or a team name or something on the front of their shirt. What you want to do, first part about throwing motion, is hiding the front of your shirt, which looks a little something like this. Okay? When I'm in this position right here, I am hiding what's on the front of my shirt. When someone comes down and stops, if you can see the front of their shirt or read the little thing that they have on their shirt, means they're in a bad throwing position. Okay? So, have your players come down and stop, just like this, and check and see if you can see the front of their shirt. You should not see the back of their shirt either. If they're wearing a number back there, you should not be able to read it. Shoulder to shoulder, on line with their target. So they come down and stop, check the front of their shirt. If it's not showing, that's a good spot. Okay? Now, next thing we're going to talk about is hiding the ball. Okay? When we come down into this position right here again, okay? We're not talking about the shirt, we're talking about the ball. The ball wants to be hidden from our target. We don't want to take a ball up right up here, because then we can see it. Okay? And also, this is not a very good throwing position. This means I have to work very hard from this spot to this spot, where if I take the ball and I get it directly behind me where the target cannot see it, or from the side, looks like this, okay? Hand on top of the ball here. I'm not holding it up like this, pointing it towards the sky or pointing it back towards second base. I'm getting into this position where my hand is on top of the ball, okay? So I'm in a good throwing position, again, shoulders on line with my target. Okay? So we've hidden the front of our shirt, we've hidden the ball with a good 4-seam grip. Okay? Now we're going to hide the front of our shirt again. The way we do that is this. Okay? We hide the front of our shirt, we hide the ball here. Now on the follow-through, okay? The follow-through, we should hide the front of our shirt again. You should have a good enough follow-through where basically your whole shirt is hidden again. That arm ends up on the opposite side, ends up on your glove side, okay, and you're hiding the front of your shirt. I see so many kids, especially little leaguers, okay, who might do these things pretty well, but then they follow through and they just kind of end up right here. Very open, arm just kind of dangling right here. Good follow through. This will give you accuracy towards your target, okay. It also will prevent arm problems. Instead of trying to do so much, just come to a stop. Good follow through. Let that arm keep going all the way across. So, we hide the front of our shirt. We hide the ball from our target. We follow through and we hide the front of our shirt again. Okay? This is a very basic throwing mechanic tip for young players and for coaches teaching young players. Okay, there are obviously a lot of other little things involved, but By doing these three things, there's a good chance the throwing mechanics are in good shape. Again, the little tip about having your hand on top of the ball is also very important. Okay, try not to be what they call like a pie thrower. You bring this hand up like this and hold it underneath. Okay, kids with small hands throwing with 2 fingers tend to do with this. Or if they have 3 fingers, a little bit stronger, they can keep the hand on top. You do not want to come up here and then push the ball. You want to have your hand on top so you can rotate it into the throwing motion. Again, keeping your whole hand right behind the ball. Okay, that's just a simple tip for throwing mechanics. Please check back soon to MikeScottBaseball.com for further instruction and further videos. Thanks.